Point number 5, motion. Motion is another very important aspect so to achieve perfect balance of movement. Motion is not related to forces, but it's related to a mechanical activity in the body in order to create a receiving leg. So good exercise to practice, so to achieve a good motion, is similar to the exercise we did on the previous video, chapter number 1, where we are keeping balance on one foot and we create a free movement on our free leg. This is the base of good motion. The natural instinct when we walk and when we move is to move our body first, especially when we are trying to be powerful and create a swing. So the natural tendency is always to move body and then catch our weight. The motion will help you to create a preparation and a weight transfer. So in order to create motion, I need first of all to understand that my hip joint can have 3 planes of movement. So I do not see my hips as being one unit when they move, but I allow each leg to have a frontal plane, so forward and backward, a rotary plane, and a lateral plane. I need to have that freedom of articulation in both of my hips in order to achieve maximum possibility of motion. Mechanically, it does not matter how much I want to move my body without placing my next foot in position. So it doesn't matter, I can try to move my body very, very, very much, but I will only arrive where my foot is. So am I promoting big steps? Yes. Am I promoting this type of big steps? Of course not, because this is not on balance. Am I promoting this type of step? Yes, because I have balance. I have a foot ready to now receive my weight. Therefore, the first activity, if I wish to move, must always be related to my moving leg, which will then receive my weight. So if I do a feather step, once again as an example, my first action will be preparation. This is motion. Motion before movement. So I will create motion. I will now receive the weight. This will create movement. So you can practice the exercise of keeping your weight on balance over one foot and finding the freedom of articulations through your hips. Finding different positions. So it can be an outside edge, an inside edge. Allowing both hip joints to be free to open in order to achieve maximum range. Now, why is this motion so important? It is very important because it allows me to receive my weight on the leg that will become my standing leg. So if I begin one step when I am standing on the leg, I am now only using this leg for half a step, from on to out. If I begin a step earlier, this means now I have all this time as my weight is received from this leg. I have all this time to use my leg. Therefore, I am now doubling the time I have on my new leg. Therefore, my image of a step is never starting from close and finishing close, but it is always starting from open, receiving, to open, so that I have time to use my receiving leg. My receiving leg. My receiving leg. If I transfer weight sideways, I naturally do this. We will always have a receiving leg ready to absorb our weight. This applies also frontally. I'm receiving my weight. I'm sure you can appreciate that if I'm in this position, I have no leg to receive my weight. What is the difference between catching my weight and receiving my weight? If I catch my weight, during the transfer, I have no control over my balance. So I can control my balance on my left foot. I have no control, I catch on my right foot. This creates stress in the body because we do not feel safe. The brain will automatically send alarm signs to our muscles, which will tighten up. This is natural instinct. If we don't feel safe, we become worried. I want to allow my brain to relax because it feels constantly safe. Safe because it's on balance. So, just to clarify this point, if I ask Shintaro to join me on the floor now, please. And let's say that I am the right leg and Shintaro is the left leg. The tennis ball that Shintaro has in his hand, it's our body weight. If I am now catching the ball, it's okay. We can control the ball now. We have no control once I throw the ball, and then Shintaro, hopefully, will be able to catch the ball on the other side. Now, can you imagine doing the same exercise with music? And let's say I said, and I decided, that on beat 2, this ball must arrive in Shintaro's hand. That is not easy, because I can decide when I'm sending the ball, but I have no control over the transfer of this ball. Therefore, this simple movement would become very stressful. If I want, instead of catch my weight, if I want to receive my weight, Shintaro has to prepare. Now we can control the timing of transfer. I can prepare. Now we can do this faster. Slower, very slowly. Very fast. Very slowly. And we are constantly able to control our weight transfer. So, the movement that my arm does in order to prepare is the movement that my leg must make in order to receive. So when I listen to music, the music will not go in my body first, but the music will always go in my motion first. In order to prepare my weight transfer. I repeat, I do not want just a big step. We are creating an overlap of one leg that is receiving the weight while the other leg is preparing. So we are constantly engaging both legs in order to control our speed of weight change. This, in association to our personal balance, our balance of the couple, the understanding of the 4 forces will allow for perfect balance in movement. Perfect balance in movement will allow you to express any type of action you wish to create at any speed.
どんなスピードでも
and in any direction, without losing that feeling of stability